Hi and welcome to Whisky Shared. You're watching my review of High Coast Älv. I'm Toby and you're watching Whisky Shared. Welcome to my review of High Coast Älv. This particular whisky is my second whisky from the High Coast distillery. I was quite impressed by the previous High Coast I bought, so I decided to buy another one. If you haven't seen that review, I'll put a link in the description and you can check it out. This particular whisky is unpeated, it's 46% ABV, it's non-chill filtered and natural colour. This particular one is batch 3 and it retails for around £55 in the UK. Should we find out what it tastes like? On to the whisky. So before I start nose and tasting, let's have a quick look at the colour. I'd say that's like a yellow gold. Let's start with the nose. Okay, so I get some like sweet berries. I'm getting like strawberry. I'm getting some raspberry. I'm getting like a hint of cloves. I'm getting some cinnamon. Starting to get a bit more fruit now, like green apple. And I'm getting like creme brulee, like a sweet sort of vanilla, sort of brown sugar, sort of caramelized note. And there's also like a hint of ethanol with this, a little hint of alcohol vapor. Let's move on to the palate. Right, so the first thing I get with this is lots and lots of sweetness. It really is lovely and sweet. Really activates the palate. But with that sweetness comes some heat. There's like chili pepper, really is tingling my tongue. And although the sweetness is carrying on with that, the heat is starting to build. Let's have another sip. Yeah, so I'm getting some sort of cloves, that sort of spicy, slightly aniseed sort of clove note. I'm also getting like a biscuit note. And like I got on the nose, I'm getting that sort of vanilla and caramelized sugar. Really is lovely and sweet. Really does go well with this. But on top of that, it's definitely tasting a little bit young. There's a little bit new makey, and I don't know how old this particular batch is, but it definitely tastes young. If you told me this was a 3 to 4 year old whiskey, I'd probably believe you. Definitely tastes a little bit young on the palate. In terms of finish, I'd say there's that chili pepper, there's that heat, there's some new wood, and there are the sort of fruity berries like I picked up on the nose. In terms of value, well, this retails for around the £55 mark in the UK. Obviously, it's a Swedish whiskey imported to the UK. This particular whiskey, being 46% and non-chill filtered and natural colour, is great. I paid a reasonable amount less than that, around the £38 mark. And for a sort of young tasting whiskey, I think £38 is great. £55, I think you'd have to be a fan of this particular style of whiskey to want to drink it more. It's probably one that I won't reach for very often because of its youthful character, and it probably isn't one that I'd buy again. But if this sounds up your street for whatever reason, I'll put a link in the description and you can check it out further. And if this doesn't sound up your street, like it wasn't for me, then hopefully I'll see you for the next one. Stauncher.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.